right, it is happening. We are icing the double chocolate fudge cake, or the moist chocolate cake by, let me see, the Butternut Bakery. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get all of my ingredients ready. So, it says 2 cups of unsalted butter. I always buy salted. And I made sure, so 2 cups is, wait, did I goof? I did goof. Okay, well, fantastic. I put it all in the freezer. That's okay. 2 cups of unsalted butter, 1.5 cups of powdered sugar, 3 tablespoons of corn syrup. And the corn syrup I bought specifically for this. And they only had a very large quantity, unfortunately. So I'm going to be having this corn syrup until the end of time if I can freaking find it. Well, if I can lose something I just bought. Here it is. So I just need 3 tablespoons. Vanilla, salt, warm water, and then Dutch process of cocoa powder. So get this one. Some stuff I literally have to grab it with these because I'm not tall enough to reach the top shelf. Alright, there we go. I have icing sugar. There we go. I have enough of it actually. I think I might have to grab it up here because I think I have more. I'm hoping this is icing sugar. I'll have to find out. So of course, in this chaotic kitchen, do I label things? No. Okay. So one way to find out. And I'll laugh if you smell it, but it doesn't smell like anything. That's not icing sugar. I don't know what that is. Holy. So wait. I might have to actually make powdered sugar. So let's see how many grams that I have. I need 165 grams. We're starting off real chaotic here. 1.5 cups. Ooh. Might have to improvise and try to make my own with a food processor because this is basically like blended up. So, okay, I think we might actually just have enough. Okay, so the entire bag was 169 grams, and we needed 165. So, woo! Okay. 7. And I will test. Okay, this is icing sugar. Oh my gosh. Okay. That, and then 3/4 cup or 75 grams of Dutch processed cocoa powder. So I put this also in the batter of the cake, and I realized that I should have just used regular cocoa powder because apparently the acidity has an impact on. Oh my goodness! So I will know that for next time. Okay. 75. Happy Canada Day, everybody. My plan is to just stay cool. Pour a couple more water. Okay, says the butter has to be room temperature. So your girl gonna have to figure out. It's frozen. This is it's so funny because I remember putting this away in the freezer and thinking to myself, oh, I wonder if I already had some in the freezer, and I did. And then I went ahead and also put this one in the freezer. So 10 out of 10. It's okay. Before I put it in the microwave, I will chop it up a little bit smaller. Otherwise, it's just gonna, if I don't want it melted, I just want it softened. I don't have to measure this because it's literally the entire block, so work. Ooh. So why we go to the gym, so when we mess up and don't leave out our butter for it to be room temperature, we can chop it up no problem. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Oh, this truly is the most unprofessional baking channel on the internet. Thank you, Tiana. I was like, what should I wear? I feel like wearing. I had another option of a cute dress. I actually got this recently, and the reason why I got it is because it has like a bra integrated, so you don't have to wear. Which I'm like, I've been waiting my whole life for a company to start doing that. This is from Abercrombie & Fitch. They're pricey, but very comfortable, and I don't have to. Especially like strappy dresses, I'm like, what are we doing? How do I this whole strapless bra situation, or at least have the option to be able to have something inside that your strapless bra can hold on to? I tell you. Alrighty. So I'm softening my butter. Hi, Chantel. Thank you very much. It's new and I want it to be cute. Which, that's the other thing about working out, is that now I have like jacked arms in a summer dress. You're cleaning your closet. Oh boy. Wow, that's something I should be doing as well, but happy Canada Day. We have a full day, Chantel. I'm assuming Ken is going to be live streaming the fireworks later. Hi, Cynthia. I'm just doing 50-second pops of the butter in the microwave. I have a lot of these, they're called alfajores. They're these kind of chocolate cake cookie thing that Nico brought back from Argentina, and I have a stash of them in my bedroom because it's cooler in there. But with the heat, I've had to put them in the fridge because nowhere in my apartment is cool. Okay, 10 ounce. Okay, I do have ounces on my this. I was like, how am I gonna measure 10 ounces of chocolate chips? I think it's like a little over 1 bag. Oh, I had the worst headache yesterday. Like, I usually do a combination of Advil and Tylenol because you can take both because they metabolize differently in the body. Nurse friend told me this, and I drank all of this yesterday. Typically, I need the caffeine, but I just needed something like a little something sweet, you know. When I have headaches like that are just like untouchable by Tylenol or Advil or whatever, like it's food cravings that like it's the strangest thing. If I eat a ton of the thing that I'm craving, it literally alleviates my migraine, which tells me that it feels like it's a stress response to feeling like I'm restricting. I don't even know. It's very strange. Yeah, my ultimate combo is a large McDonald's fry with like extra salt and a Diet Coke from McDonald's also. Yep. Well, Cynthia, if someone tells me happy birthday, I mean, my birthday is every day, really. So, we need 10 ounces. Okay, so 1 bag is 8 ounces on the dot. Beautiful. 10, and what annoys me about this recipe is that it doesn't like give you, like it just says add the melted chocolate, and I'm like, but you never said to melt it, so I have to like incorporate that step. The melting chocolate, like, yeah, I put it in the microwave, but I don't want to burn it, so I'm gonna do a double boiler situation. So the butter is at room temperature yet? No. What I'm also doing is I made sure I have the air conditioning on because I don't want this frosting to be like melty. I do want it to harden. I can put it in the fridge, and I might have to do that before. Actually, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the icing between the 2 layers. I'm going to put that in the fridge. I'm going to put the frosting in the fridge as well to get it to harden a little bit. But I'm very curious what the consistency is going to be. So we're going to see. Unsalted butter, room temperature, 1.5 cups of powdered sugar. Okay. Okay, it says melted and cooled slightly. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a situation with this double boiler. So I'm actually going to put the water. I'm going to put this on top so that the bowl doesn't sit directly like on top of the thing. I don't know. I bought this glass bowl specifically for double boiler situations. They only had metal bowls, so now I can actually use this one. There we go, perfect. So it actually doesn't touch the water at all. It's held up. I'll show you guys. So the strainer holds it up, and this fits in, and the steam comes through it. So I'm actually going to move Stella back, because we're going to take care of this here. So, the other thing I want to get ready is the 3 tablespoons of ingredients ready. Will it fit in here? I feel like, I guess we'll find out. 2 tablespoons. Might be really full. I've actually never ever used corn syrup in any recipe, but I felt that with icing, the consistency is important, so. I did see like people talking about you can use honey instead, or like agave and maple syrup, and I was like, well, I don't have any of those either, so I'm just gonna get corn syrup. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna find other recipes that use corn syrup so that I can use it up. This is basically part of my recipe exploration, is finding ways to use the ingredients that I've had to purchase. I also think it's fair. It's most fair to test out the recipes exactly as it's written. So that's my corn syrup. What's happening here? Oh, 5 a.m. Who else are you? What other live streams are you watching? Okay. So the instructions for the frosting: beat the butter until smooth. So what we can do, there we go. Okay, it softens a lot. So we can have Stella doing her job whilst I melt the chocolates. That's what I like about the stand mixer. She can do a thing while I do my thing. Oh, perfect. It's the perfect softness. This is a lot of butter. I don't think I've ever used an entire pound of butter in a recipe. But this is chocolate fudge frosting. I was actually thinking about putting my apron on top of this dress, but let me see. How to put it the right way around. Yes. Does that work? It doesn't really work because it makes me look kind of too much butter. Yeah, definitely too much butter. I mean, that's kind of cute, I guess. The thing is, my aunt, so when she made this, she really needed me in person to be able to measure this distance here so that it wouldn't fall off my shoulder. So I need to figure out kind of a clip or something. Ooh, who's playing? There we go. That's cute. I like it. Yay! Okay. I like this. Very sweet. Okay. So, baby girl Stella, she gonna be doing her thing over here. Hello. Very good. Very, very good. While I melt some chocolate here. Powdered sugar, corn syrup, vanilla, and salt. So I'm going to do my vanilla. In vanilla, it says 1 teaspoon. Now, I know I always say I measure my vanilla with my cart, but I don't want to put too much so that it messes up the consistency. And the salt as well, which I need some more salt. So, we're going to be doing powdered sugar, corn syrup, vanilla, and salt. All of it here. Okay. Cute. My aunt, England versus, okay, you gotta keep us, gotta let us know about the score, Cynthia. Yes, my aunt is very kind and supportive, very generous as well. She also got me Stella. So honestly, this channel, I've gotten so much support from so many different people. But I was actually just talking to Nico this morning. Even Nico, I mean, he sends me little like e-transfers to support me and to help me buy like cake stuff. And I said the goal of this channel is not to make money. The goal is to spread the joy of food but it's everything about food. It's what I normally eat. It's how to eat high proteins. It's like how to get a lot of fiber. It's like how to enjoy, how to like bake different things. I also want to have a series where I make things from scratch. So I want to make butter from scratch, vanilla from scratch. I want to try making sourdough. I've already like started making focaccia a while ago. So I'm going to do an episode where I'm making gnocchi from scratch. So it really is all about food and sharing. I thought, in the future, let's say I've had people send me recipes. One of my colleagues sent me their like family bun cake recipe, and so I'm going to be trying that. It's people sharing recipes and sharing memories and sharing like their relationship with food and them growing up, or their favorite recipe, or what they don't like. And for example, there's someone who's like, "Oh, my daughter's friend works like in nursing at this hospital." I'm like, "Great, I'll bring this cake to that nursing station as a donation." It's to share like this whole cake. I want to share it with my friends and with my family. Sometimes my aunt, I will send her cookies that I baked. So it very much is about spreading joy and discovering food and baking. Like, I really enjoy decorating cakes, even though I'm not really good at it. That's okay. That's not the point. The point is you guys are watching me in real time fall in love with it. Because I think for a long time, just being obsessed with the idea of like, I want to make more money, and it just creates such a tension around it that I'm like, the moment that I started letting go more is when like more abundance came into my life. I don't want that strained relationship. It's not that important. Am I a fan of the Muppets Cookie Monster? Yeah, I would say I relate. And yeah, no, she got it with her air mile points. So, because I was like, holy. So now that's chocolate. It says mix in powdered sugar, corn syrup, some corn syrup, powdered sugar, salt, and vanilla. A little bit more. Okay. take this off because it's going to keep melting with the residual heat. And then it says cooled a little bit, so I'm going to go put it in front of the air conditioning unit for a couple minutes, all on a cooling rack. Okay, so that's cooling. Okay, so measuring glass, whisk together the warm water and cocoa powder. My warm water. My warm water that is now no longer warm. I'm finding Donna. Okay, so warm. 3/4 cup of warm water and the cocoa powder. I'm actually just going to help her out a little bit. Go. Scrape down the sides. Honestly, this thing has been, and I was like hesitating when she offered it to me, because I was like, I don't want it to be another thing that just kind of sits there. Okay, it's gonna help cocoa powder bloom with the warm water. Oh dear. So I just added the cocoa powder to the warm water. Just mixing it up. There we go. That smells so good. I'm very curious how this icing is going to taste. Alright. Scrape down the sides a little bit. Waterproofing. Stack these up to clean up a little bit. Okay. got my rice cooker. So I guess we could do an unboxing of that. So my hair dries at the bottom first, and I need more volume at the top. There we go. The texture is very weird, so I don't know what's wrong. If you're wondering where I am, I'm just off screen mixing this in front of my air conditioning unit to cool it down. Okay, now it's a cool slightly, so I think this is cooled slightly, but this has gotten like a weird granular texture, and I don't know why. Is it too hot in here, maybe? Maybe it's very weird. Let me. Alright, well. I mean, this is going to be hot with the chocolate, so I don't really get it, but okay. Okay. Chocolate's going in. I'm going to do this here. This is supposed to be a fudge icing. That's why there's so much butter. It's hard to hold. Maybe the bowl is cold? Like, it feels cold. Maybe that's why? Hi, Leo. Happy Canada Day. I did have coffee, and I'm actually kind of drinking my leftover. Okay, so that was the last step, basically. Okay. Pour in the melted chocolate and mix fully combine. The frosting should now be smooth and glossy but somewhat thin. Assist to thicken. Place the bowl in the refrigerator for about 45 minutes. So, luckily, my rice cooker arrived. So while it cools a little bit, we're going to do a rice cooker unboxing. We love that. I am going to get a new bike. I'm doing a little bit of research to figure out what's the most like cost effective but also like quality one, and like what they're, I don't know, because I also have to be mindful that if I get the one with like the lightning attachment for my current phone, it won't be compatible if I upgrade phone. So I'm looking into it, and I don't want to make just like a. I've also invested a lot of money in the ingredients and in my gimbal as well, so I'll budget a little bit. How's this like? I'm curious because when I go to listen to my lives, like I went to listen to the one not yesterday, the day before. I don't know if the if the sound is better after it's uploaded, but it sounded okay. And usually when I have sound issues, like, so I don't know. Because what if I get a new mic and it doesn't fix it? There's also a lot of sounds going on with like the water and then the mixer too. Which, oh my goodness, this is looking insane. Okay, we're just gonna skirt down the sides. Yeah, I think the issue was that the bowl was too cold and it was kind of making the texture weird. And then with the chocolate, not the chocolate, it helped kind of warm it up. Okay. Yeah, a good microphone that I can use with my Lightning. It's over $100. I could get a crappy one, but then I'm just buying something that's not necessarily going to be good for the long run. So it's certainly top of mind in terms of the next item that I'll be purchasing. Butter here as well. I'm just rinsing my bowl here because the chocolate, it's easier to wash it when it's melted. So yeah, about the sound, I don't really, when I rewatch it, I hear it fine, so I'm gonna have to troubleshoot that. One of my friends does a lot of audio stuff, so I'm gonna have him kind of check and see what's going on. Alrighty. This, like this. Okay. So. I think this is pretty much ready. It says to have it cool for about 45 minutes. I don't think I'm going to let it cool for that long. Here. But while it cools a little bit in the fridge, we will be unboxing my rice cooker. All right. Are we ready for a taste test? I mean, obviously it's very buttery, very dark chocolate forward. Obviously, so we use dark chocolate chips as per the recipe. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Kind of picky with chocolate, or with chocolate icing. So we'll see how it pairs with the cake. But that's the thing, the cake has to be really moist and kind of rich, because if the icing is super rich, I mean, look at this, you guys. Goodness. I'm very curious, like, if it's gonna hold. Yeah, I'm sure it'll hold its shape when I pipe it. Ooh, my goodness. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, but you know what? So my friend does a lot of baking, and she said, um, with like icing like this with a lot of butter, you just remix it, and it's like good as new. And in fact, a lot of people pre-prepare their buttercream icing, which is mainly butter. They freeze it, they refrigerate it, and whenever they're ready to go, they just thaw it out, mix it back up, and it's good as new. So I guess we will test that theory today. Yeah, people who make like wedding cakes and all kinds of their businesses, you can't always, like, the cakes are pre-made and typically frozen, and we decorate them as they thaw out. Alrighty, so put that here, and timer, put like maybe 20 minutes. Let's see what I have here. I've got 23. That works. Alrighty. So I'm gonna move this over here. But I'm also gonna do is get decorating stuff. Boom. And we're gonna move Stella. Alrighty. So I bought this one because it seemed to have the functions that I wanted, and it was also cute. And I've been wanting a rice cooker for a while, because the number of times that I've left to go to the gym and realized I didn't have any rice ready, and like when you're making rice, you have to watch it unless you have a rice cooker. The other thing recently that I've wanted to make are steel cut oats instead of the instant ones. So this, what I can do is I can put them at night and then literally set a time that I want them to be ready for. Oh my goodness, how do I? So, here we go. And I also wanted one that was big enough because, okay, let me show you. When they talk about like quantity and like in cups of rice, this is the cup they're talking about. It's not a normal cup. It's this. It's very small. So when they say, 3 cups uncooked, 6 cups cooked, I was like, that's gonna be nothing. So I want 6 cups uncooked. Amazing. Alrighty. So this little cup, warm, timers, time setting. Ooh, menu select. So I guess depending on what you're making, got your little spoon. This. And of course, your plug. So let's use our manual. Let's take a look here. I'm just gonna wipe down because I've got a bunch of cocoa on my countertop. So I've set a timer for about like 25 minutes for the icing to just do its thing a little bit and harden before I actually go ahead and ice the cake. But let's see. So I want to see the instructions for. Ooh, interesting. It talks about measuring the rice correctly. So it shows you like what counts as a cup. So not underfilled either, just right and not overfilled. Okay, we've got white rice, multigrain, GABA rice, scorched rice, multi-cook, to cook porridge, soup, tea by using the low temperature cooking function. Porridge, it is used to cook various kinds of porridge, baby food, and then you've got white rice quick turbo function. To shorten the cooking time, select the white rice quick menu or press the start quick button twice. So it'll give you, okay, what does that mean though? Like how quick? Cook timer, baby food. Interesting. And I think this is a Korean brand. I've always been pleased with Korean products. I went to Seoul with my brother and his friend. One of the best trips of my life. It was really, 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 really fun. The city was amazing. There was always something going on. The people were delightful. The food was amazing. Like, it really, highly recommend. I would love to go back with Nico just to show him. Let's see, timer for GABA rice. What is GABA rice? Germinated brown rice. Oh, germinated brown rice. It has more nutrients than white rice. Okay. But also, if I want to be making brown rice tastes for freaking ever. So, cooking time by menu. So, okay, so white rice is 36 to 54 minutes, but if you want to do white rice quick, it's 28 to 36 minutes. Okay. I'm curious why one would do a regular time versus quick. What's the difference? Adjust the water amount in accordance with the menu. I see. White rice quick, so it's a smaller portion, so you don't have to. I see. Where's the menu? Let's check. Specifications, cooking capacity. It doesn't talk about. Is there a menu that I missed? Perhaps it's. So it says like it'll give you the amounts, but maybe it's online. Interesting. Ooh, I can also do beans, red beans. Wow. Okay, very interesting. I'll definitely be experimenting with this as well. But yes, the cuckoo rice cooker. You can see the size of it for the 6-cup. Very cute, the little egg. Now, what I also want to do is I want to do like a photo setup because I want to take a picture of this beautiful cake. Let's see what I do. I honestly think that I can do maybe the layers is like in between the cake. No. Patience is a virtue. I will be patient. And while we do that, I'm actually going to bring you along and we're going to do the photo setup so you can see a little bit of like how I do the food photography. Okay. So the first thing I have to do is turn the AC off. And so funny that now that I want to do the photo setup, of course the sun goes away, but I want to try getting as much, I'm south-facing, as much kind of south-facing light around noon as I can. The other thing that I do is, here we are. So I use a diffuser to make the lighting a little bit softer. There we go. This thing is huge. Okay, perfect. And I just put it in front of the window, letting mix. And you can see like the light immediately changes. But of course, it's getting cloudy now. I swear it senses that I'm trying to take a picture. There we go. So, like this, I bring the table close. You see how the light is more diffused and like softer? And then what I like to do is figure out how I'm gonna decorate my table. So I feel like this stand mixer is so pretty that I can use it in the background. I'm not sure yet. Sometimes I'll actually use this apron on the table. I don't like the wood that's on my table, so I like to cover it up and not include it in the pictures. Let's see if I can. There we go. You can see my setup a little bit better here. Got a rose. Okay. So for the cake, obviously it's going to be on an actual cake board. cake board itself is not super pretty. Like, this is not very pretty. Get some scissors. Oh, Cynthia, sorry, the cake is in the fridge. It's on a plate in saran wrap right now. So, with this, that's fine, okay. I think this board is really nice, so perhaps I'll put it on top. Okay. But I want to cover. I'll usually use like maybe some tea towels. Like this nice stripy one is kind of pretty. Put it on top. So you see less of the ugly table. That, I think that'll work. And adds a little bit of texture too. I'm probably gonna sprinkle some chocolate chips. See, this drives me crazy. You see how it was sunny, and then all of a sudden, as soon as I'm starting to set up the photo, boom, sun goes away. So, definitely gonna have some chocolate chips kind of sprinkled around. Add like some cocoa powder in a little bowl. See, okay, the sun is back. See the difference in the lighting? Now, the other thing is that I kind of want to get like a side shot, you know, of the inside of the cake. Alrighty. I think that's good enough. Bring this over here, and we are pulling out the cake now. Alrighty. Would you look at her? Oh my god! She cute, she cute, she beautiful. Okay. Alright. It's happening. It's happening. So, I think one of the layers is thicker than the others. I think this one. And that's the one that I want to put in the middle. Although they're pretty even, to be honest. Maybe the bottom one. Okay. So, this one's gonna go on the bottom. It's happening, everyone. So, I shall put you down here. Thank you, Cynthia. I do like that mural too. Alrighty, it's happening. So here we go. Now, because the cake layers are cold, I'm sure it's gonna help set the icing. So first thing we do, we put a little bit of icing on the cake board here. We're not looking for a cake slip and slide here. Happy Canada Day, Rochelle. Okay. Oh, she's moist. You can see that. Look at her. Holy. Okay, so now I think I'm going to put, it's pretty flat on both sides. So I'm just going to put it like this. She smells amazing. She smells amazing. I'm just going to keep, her name is Matilda. We're going to keep complimenting her. We're going to keep telling her she's amazing. You guys need a bit more of a close-up. Like, how do I get you closer? I think that's better. In fact, I can maybe get you even closer. Oh yeah. I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. No, of course not. Where are my longer tongs? There they are. Okay. Sorry for the noise. I'm just trying to get a better angle here. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. That's okay. People are just observing, admiring, hanging out, lurking. I watch these videos typically while I'm doing something else. So we love people who chat, we love people who lurk, we love people who love cake, we love people who don't love cake. Oh, when I tell you she's moist, she's moist. Also pretty even. Okay. Moist? She moist? Yes. It is a funny word. I really like the color. Maybe I could have just put it on a cake, but on the plate, sorry. Truly, I mean, wow. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna rinse my hands. I just want to get icing like in the gaps. There we go. Just a little bit. I feel like I could use like a piping tip for this. What's the soccer score now? Yeah, good call. Staying indoors there. Staying in your basement, staying where it's cool. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna ice the whole thing, and then then the rest of the icing, I'll put it in the freezer so that I can pipe like the decorative layer. If you get what I mean. Like it's easier to spread when it's soft to do the first kind of coat. I'm just filling in the gaps here. Okay. Interestingly, I don't think I've ever made an 8-inch cake. All right. Now I'm going to need my trusty microwave plate. Yeah, it looks super moist. I'm so excited. So I believe what has made it so moist is both the oil and the mayonnaise. Oh, you can see chunks of butter in there. Oops. I actually don't know if I'm going to have enough to do kind of a decorative situation on the top. Oh, this cake is insane. You guys can tell I'm focused. Okay, move this away. Yeah, I think it's a little lopsided. The layer on top is a little bit too thick. There we go. I'm just trying to make it as neat as possible. Okay. I think this is one of those things where the more I try to make it perfect, the more I'm just so. Okay. So both the cake and the icing are gonna go. The icing is gonna go in the freezer. And the fridge is gonna go in the fridge. Messy over here, actually. Ooh, the bottom. There we go. Smooth. Just covering the bits that are uncovered. Okay. I'm gonna make some room. All right. It borderline jiggles from how moist it is, which is crazy. I have chocolate everywhere. So I don't even know if I have room in my freezer. This is a very tall bowl. Ooh, it just fits. Alrighty. Okay. Whew. So now we just have the final decoration left. And everything kind of over here. Final decorating. Okay. I think what I want to do is I want to do like big, not swirls, but just kind of like, I don't know how to describe it. Like one of these large ones, something like this. And just do like a big on the top. Just move this over here, over here. Or maybe like a slightly smaller version of that because I don't know that I have that much. Maybe I should be okay with this one. Unless I use this one. So yeah, it's like just a smaller version. And what I've seen people do, which actually, they basically take saran wrap, like this. Then they'll put the icing here. I haven't really watched too closely when they do that. They put the icing, actually I think maybe they put it like this, and they seal it, they cut the end, and that they put that inside the actual piping bag. So let's try it. And it also will help me, I don't have that much left, so let me figure out. And we might end up just giving up and just doing kind of a very just messy icing on the top. I love how I'm doing something I've seen in a video once. Carl Roth, no. I will be probably staying inside. I'm not really interested in being in a mosquito-infested crowd, or just a crowd at all in these temperatures. Just madness. So, they basically go like this, and like I'm kind of let it spread and then kind of wrap it like this. And then they like, oh my gosh, and then they do like this? Not like that. Oh my gosh, we're getting chaotic. That's okay, that's okay, that's okay. That's okay. You guys watch me. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's fine. I might just do another layer. Gotta seal it. Gotta seal the big chocolate sausage. No. I gotta fix this. I can fix this. I basically went too tight. See? That's fine. So. So you'll twist it this way. And then snipe Ken. Find him in the middle of a massive crowd downtown to give him a piece of cake. Honestly, I'll just find him, like, later in the week. I'll just add some peanut butter icing to it. Okay, so basically they do this a little bit more professionally than me. And then I think they cut it, then they put it in the piping bag, and then they cut it. You know what I mean? So, I can actually put this in the freezer for a little bit. My chocolate sausage! Oh my goodness. Alright, is my hair. Oh, that's cute. Like it. So like I said, and then I'm gonna do those like shloop, shloop, shloop. That doesn't tell you anything. You'll see when I do it, and then if I fail, well, I'll just cry. But while I'm doing this, we're gonna do a little bit of a kitchen cleanup here. Well, we had a lot of chaos today where I almost ran out of icing sugar, almost had a chocolate icing disaster. Yeah, I'm really debating because this is going to take a lot of icing and I want to do on the top and on the bottom. Cynthia, I have not eaten my meal prep yet today because I had just my yogurt, my usual yogurt bowl, and then I had another yogurt. So my second yogurt bowl of the day, I actually put some of this with protein powder and then yogurt because I went to the gym and oh my gosh, I love my hair like this. Wow, so pretty. See, when it's super humid out, my hair dries really nicely. Okay. So, I'm gonna put everything here. And perhaps what I will do is I'm going to bring you over and I'm going to actually pipe the cake over here so that we're going to be ready for a picture. So move this over here. Okay, so the protein powder that I have, I would not recommend. I just got it because it was on sale and it's like one of the vegan ones that I really don't like. The flavor is just weird. The only, I would say, really good thing is that it also has creatine in it. This is the one that I use, but it was just, I buy whatever's on sale because I'm not that picky. But next time I don't care whether it's like vegan or not. Um, or yeah, see, this is plant-based. So I'm gonna bring this here. I'm gonna bring this here. Okay. I'm putting the piping tip in the bag like this. I didn't cut a big hole. Okay. A big enough hole. So I cut the end of the saran wrap chocolate and then I put it inside the piping bag. Oh my goodness! And now, oh my gosh. Okay. Like that. I forget that it's this. Oh my gosh. I gotta remember to breathe. I do not know how people do this, like as a job. Can you imagine like wedding cake stuff? Whew. I guess that's part of why they charge as much as they do. Oh my gosh. Okay. chocolate all over my hand. Oh my goodness. Okay, so maybe I'll use. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at it. Okay. Chocolate. I was gonna see if there's any. Ah! Okay, no. This is a bad idea. Okay. So basically, I'm gonna bring you closer so you can get a gorgeous view of this cake. She's not perfect, she's a little messy, but you know what? I've never done this kind of piping before, so I wish I had like gold sprinkles or something. Well, I mean, I do have sprinkles, but oh my goodness. I gotta get the thumbnail. Oh my gosh. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, and actually this might make the sound worse for you guys, but we need, for the picture, I definitely want like a cross section. I want to see the inside. So okay, I'm gonna take a picture before. So what I'm gonna do. This, we've got cocoa powder. Move this a little bit. And then put the bowl in here in the background. And then I'm gonna take a shot. So usually I take the pictures with my phone. So I'm gonna include you guys. Oh, she's too bright. She's too bright. And we're gonna do F maybe 4. And she's too dark to blast the eyes. Oh my goodness, the picture looks amazing too. Ah, I'm so excited. I'm gonna turn it just like a piece of butter there. I'm gonna take kind of a wait. So you're seeing like the full process here. Good. Like she's getting a full photo shoot because she's gorgeous. But you know what? I gotta take away. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna take this away. Some chocolate chips. No. Okay. Get this away. Close up. Okay. Okay. Now we're gonna slice it to go. Ah! The pictures are gonna be on my Instagram and as a thumbnail. Okay. It's happening. It's happening. Okay, so I want to get a slice and then kind of pull it out. So I have to move this because like this, basically, to give me room to have that slice pulled out. Okay. Is Ken here? Oh, Ken is here. Well, Ken, I'll get you a piece of this because like I have a lot. And you know what? For you, Ken, maybe I'll add some peanut butter. Okay, are you guys ready? Drum roll. Hold on. This is gonna be a really good short if I goof this up. Okay. Now, gotta get the angle. Okay. I gotta get a good slice here. Like a thick slice. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Stop. I'm so excited. Okay. I only have this like small kind of. Oh my God. Are you serious? You're serious. Are you guys seeing this? I'm flipping out. No freaking way. I don't want it to fall over. I feel like it's. Oh my gosh. I'm hyperventilating. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You gotta be. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. I gotta angle it so that. Oh my God. It is kind of toppling a little bit. It needs a little bit of support. Ain't no way. Ain't no freaking way. See, I gotta rotate it because the light is coming from here. Yep. See the light is. You see the difference between like when there's sun and when there isn't. Like I really gotta get. This is wild. Okay. Oh my goodness. We did it. We did it. We did it. And of course, I have cake plates for a reason. She's toppling, so we gotta lay her down, you know? Oh my God. This is not like the most freaking serious piece of cake I've ever seen. Get on my chair again. And I want to take a picture of the inside too. Okay, guys. You know what has to happen now. You know what has to happen now. You really do. Wait, okay, I gotta see you guys. Okay. Hi, Nico. I don't know what this is, if it's butter or something, but or like an egg or whatever. Well, oh my goodness. I'm sweating in here. It's so freaking hot. Oh. Okay. Let me get you a little closer. Sorry, it's very emotional. Ankle because I want to use this in my. There we go. So, the taste test. It's happening. That is extremely moist. I have ice cream, Carl, but I'm gonna save it for when Nico's here later. This recipe, 10 out of 10. It doesn't even. It is extremely moist. There really are no words. This is 10 out of 10. Moist. The icing is perfect because all of that butter takes away from too much of the richness of the dark chocolate. And the cake, like it match. It needs it. I'm excited to share this cake. I'm gonna text all of my friends. I'm gonna text my neighbor. I'm gonna text my friend who lives down the street. I'm gonna text the girl that I met at the gym. Like I'm gonna. What time is it? It's too late. I am very excited for you, Nico. And honestly, I don't. If you don't eat too much of the icing, I think you should be okay with the sweetness. It's spectacular. Give me 10 of them. 10 out of 10. Thank you so much, Cynthia. It's actually sweat. Wow. Okay. Well, I mean, I thought this was going to be a series where I tried to, do a bunch of different recipes to figure out which was going to be the most amazing moist fudge chocolate cake. But I think we nailed it. Like, I don't think we need to do anything with this. This is perfect. Usually perfect. And my friend was actually craving a cake like this. So I'm very excited to get her. She lives up the street. Well, now I have to like clean up the chaotic and then edit all of all of the pictures that I took, and I'm gonna use the picture and like put it as a thumbnail for this video, and then I'll also put it on my Instagram and probably share it on Reddit and stuff like that. So the what is it? The Butternut Bakery, 10 out of 10, amazing recipe. I will definitely be leaving my review on this recipe. And I'm gonna put this in the fridge for now, and then start texting my friends. So thank you. Thumbnail. What now? Now I figure out who to give it out to. So, well, also I'm gonna put this in the fridge, and I'm gonna clean up my kitchen because it's a complete disaster. I'm gonna clean this area up, deal with the pictures, and just start figuring out how to get this cake out to people. So, what am I doing today? Cleaning my kitchen, sharing this cake, and hanging out with Nico this evening. Yes, Ken should definitely get a slice, so I will try to put one away, put one aside, no matter what. Like, this cake will freeze really nicely. I get him a slice at some point. So thank you everyone for watching my journey, my very short journey on finding, I mean, honestly, this was 10 out of 10. I followed the recipe to a T. I was really mindful with like the baking part of it, and I really think that it helped leaving it in the fridge to kind of moisten a little bit. And I will be posting these pictures to my Instagram and sharing and like doing little highlight reels and things like that from this. Amazing recipe. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful Canada Day. Stay cool, stay hydrated, and cake it up. Bye, everyone.